All right, cool. Welcome back, everybody. So it looks like we already got the first person in. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? All right, let's see. We got already the first few questions. It looks like we got Tanya Numbre, one card on study exams advice. So what study exams advice do we have for Numbre, the sun? Looks like I got the sun over here. I would just probably just focus on being happy, being confident in whatever craft that you have at the moment. You know, just be confident on your studying sessions or your goals. This is a card of optimism. So be optimistic, be happy that you're getting this far. Even though if things don't go right, you can always try next time, right? So don't be afraid of anything. Just make sure you're doing your due diligence to make sure you get everything done so you can reach your goal. Sounds good? You're very welcome. Hey, Kristen. And we should got Akasha Show as well and Lala. Let's see here. Akasha, are you still watching? And in the meantime, yep. All right, let's get your question real quick. Will Anthony reach out later this month? All right, let's see if Anthony will reach out later this month. That's a 9 of swords on reverse. If you guys have been separated or something of swords, they might actually reach out, yeah. But the Nine of Swords usually comes by when people are just sitting on some sort of mental prison or, nightmares. So on a quick yes or no answer, I would say that's most likely a yes, but they are still healing from it. Okay? That's what I see over here. That would be a yes, yeah, but just give it a little time. Tanya Newbray. I was living in US, yeah, but I came back to Brazil, so I'm in Brazil now. Kristen is asking, is the person on my mind going through a spiritual awakening? Let's see. A lot of fear. So we got over here, Kristen, strength on reverse. This may be maybe fear or avoiding or lack of willpower. This person might be going through a hard time. Yes, I don't know for sure if that will be a spiritual awakening because everybody goes through a different process on their spiritual awakening. It's a very widely used term, left and right. But as on being on reverse, this person may be going through, some sort of difficulties on getting up and having the willpower and facing their fears. That's what we got for now. Okay. And we got Candy. Candy, thank you so much for following. Is it T that's calling me from A no caller ID. Let's see. Is it T that's calling from the no caller ID? The same one. I would say that's a no. Let's see. I just got a couple people who just followed over here. We got Micah and then we got Penny. Micah and Penny. And we also got Lori. Let's see. Let's get Micah. T. We'll meet and Mo get together again. We got the chariot on reverse. On a quick yes or no, I would say that's most likely a no. But just remember, the future is really not defined. As of the chariot, I would just remind you to have the very same alignment with the other person, right? Because just imagine looking at this picture over here. If those two guys are not going through the same direction, guess what? The chariot will surely have a crash, and you don't want that. So I would take care of yourself right now. But just this card being on reverse, it might just indicates that you guys have a misalignment on whatever you guys have or need. I hope that helps somehow. Oh, hi, Crystal. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate that. Let's see over here. Lori, thank you for the roses. Crystal, can you hear? Can you guys hear? Is it working? Jade, oh my God, hi. Yeah, I'm back in Brazil. I'm in Brazil. I left the US. I have left the US. I finally did the move. I got out. Hey Hannah, how's it going? Hey Rissa. All right, let me try to follow through here. Everybody was following. Hold up. We got Penny. Penny, are you still there? Penny. Yes. Okay. Penny, would you mind sending? Oh, I got it. I found it. I found yours. Penny is asking, will Terrence contact me again? Will Terrence contact Jen again? Oh, yeah. Those cards are sticky. Hold up. They're sticky. I'm not liking this deck anymore. Let's see. Will Terrence contact Jen again? Got the Hermit on reverse. I would say that's most likely a no. That will be like isolation, just staying on their own square to the point of like almost depression. So that's pretty much what it is. But at this moment, right now, I would say that's a no. Let's see, Crystal here. Crystal, thank you for the roses. Let me see if I can find yours. Oh, Jen, it's been a doozy already. Oh my God, I'm loving being here. It's the best thing being back to Brazil. Oh my God, I thought I was going to, move away from drama, but I feel like drama just follows me wherever I go. There's no peace. There's no peace. Oh my god. Crystal, Crystal, do you have your question over there? Yeah. Will I see many this week? I found it. Okay. All right. I got Crystal. Let me get the gifters, guys. Hold up. Hold up. I'm kind of rusty right now. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right. Will Crystal see many this week? The situationship. Will Crystal see many this week? The Tower on reverse. On a quick yes or no, I would give you a no. Being the Tower on reverse, I don't know if that might be a situation you have gone through that didn't go pretty well and you keep on insisting. I don't know. Like something happens and then you guys just, can't get 100% good again. I don't know if that would resonate, but so we got Lori. Let me see Lori and Caden over here as the gifters real quick, and then I'll start doing the other ones. Got Lori. Does Bryant want to be with only me? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that, dude? Does Bryant want to be only with me? What the hell is that? Nine of Swords on reverse. Just wake up from that. I would say that's a no. And by the card, I would tell you just wake up from that, okay? Just wake up from it. Like look at the question you just asked me. Like seriously. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. This person needs to give you 100% confidence that they want to be with you, okay? Crystal, you're welcome. All right, let's get Caden. Oh my God, Caden. You're welcome, Lori. Man. Mm-mm. All right, Caden is asking, are my affirmations gonna come true? Am I spiritually strong? Let's see. Well, are Caden's affirmations gonna come true? What does Caden needs to know? Page of Pentacles on reverse. Okay. So, Caden, I got the Page of Pentacles on reverse. Okay, on a quick yes or no, I would say that will be a no. However, the way I see the situation is that you can affirm 100 different things every single day. You can have all the best intentions to get something done, to have a goal, or do whatever you want to do with your life, right? But it does not help at all if you affirm to yourself but you do not take any actions whatsoever. So yeah, you should do your affirmations, you should follow through, but ask yourself, are you taking the actions to actually get started and get done? Okay, so make sure you're doing that. So I have to affirm and take action for each affirmation for it to come true. Correct. You can't, you can do as many affirmations as you want, but if you don't really take any action towards it, the money is not gonna come from the sky. You gotta either go out, find work, or do something that will make you money if that's one of your affirmations, right? If you are confident, then what are you doing to yourself to be confident every single day? Do you look at yourself in the mirror as someone who values yourself? Do you, do you take care of yourself? Do you have yourself a good talk? Are you being realistic with yourself? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? All right, let me get a few here on the tubes. Let's see who else is following here. We got Dean Pratt. We got Zine. We got Caden. I'll got you now, Hannah. You're still watching? Cool. All right. What question you got, Hannah, for me? What question do you have for me? What question do you have for me? Just general? All right. Just general. All right, I got you, general. All right, folks, if I just remember, if you guys are regulars, I always give a little extra priority. If you're the kind of peeps who just, come in, get your question and get away and get out, then I'm not gonna, replicate the same energy. But anyways, all right, let's get a quick reading for Hina, and then I'll get Jade as well, and then I'll get Zine after that. All right, let's get okay. Nine of Wands, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Are you going through a heartbreak, Hannah? Something was supposed to gosh, you guys. Got Knight of Wands on reverse. So this indicates somebody who was supposed to be like, hell yeah, super hot, and then they just simply down. Got 10 of Swords. It could be either a betrayal or, you feeling the stab on the back. And then you got the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak. You're ready healing. So what are you doing to actually heal at this moment? Are you still talking to the person? What steps are you actually taking, right? Just living your life. Well, that's good. All right, let's get you an extra card just to see what you got. Oh my God, I got a capybara. Page of Swords. Just work on your communication right now. I got the Page of Swords on reverse. Work on your communication. Also, the Page of Swords could also be someone who is the little spy. So maybe as being a little spy on the negative part of it, I would say quem procura acha. You're from Brazil, you know what I'm talking about. Quem procura acha. Quem procura acha. For whoever who doesn't know Portuguese, that means if you're looking for something, you're gonna find something. So, and that could be in any connotation whatsoever. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. If you're looking for betrayal, you're gonna find betrayal somewhere. If you're looking for, you know what I mean? You're always gonna find it. Quem procura acha. If you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. So just be careful on that, at least for now, until you get to find something or somebody else who catches your eyes and stuff like that. Jade is saying, I am starting to get more money because my dad gives me $50 2 weeks for doing dishes. Oh my God, I wish my mom would give me money for doing dishes. You're lucky, Jade. You're super lucky. Girl, you're lucky as hell. Thanks for following, MM. We got Itzia. Itzia is asking, what does Ariel think or feel about me? All right, what does the Ariel think or feel about me? Eight of Swords, the Tower on reverse. Oh, Itzia. We got Eight of Swords, that's a card of the Prisoner, and also we got the Tower on reverse. Is this some sort of breakup that you've gone through and you haven't let go yet? Or what is that? What's going on with that? You say my last card reading, a masculine person, man, will give me money. So, oh, really? Did I say that? Oh my God. Oh boy. Pizza's gone. I don't think pizza's here anymore. She's gone. All right, who's still watching on the tubes? Who's watching on the tubes? Who's watching on the tubes still? All right, let's get Zine. I'll get Zine now. Zine is asking, will my friend Sean and his new girlfriend last? Will Sean and the new girlfriend last? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think they will last. We got 6 of Wands and we got the World as well. That's the card of victory and completion. Hey, Tammy, how's it going? All right, let's get here. So it looks like we got Never Overloaded and we got also Tammy Robinson. I'm doing great. All right, Never Overloaded. It was just so you're just looking for a single card. What you looking for? Isabella, thank you for following. I appreciate it. We got Crystal. Crystal is asking, why did GJ friend won me after being hot and cold? What? I'm like, say what? I didn't get it. What you saying? What you saying? I love it. Friend zone. Why did DJ friend zone me after being hot and cold? Okay. Why did DJ friend zone Crystal after being hot and cold? That's hilarious. Judgment. Something happened that made them completely change what they think and what they do. So it's just like something really happened. Ah, I see flowers with a bunch of little skulls. I see souls going to heaven. See that? Souls going to heaven. I don't know. Probably one of you guys said or did something. I'm looking at this little person who's like laid down over here, all the way in the back. So it fell out. What? It fell out of nowhere to switch up. Yeah. I think something else caught up their interest. That's the most I can tap into. I say that because of you see this pretty woman all the way up here, right? You got this pretty woman all the way up, and everybody's trying to reach for her. So something happened over there, and then they're just like, "Well, I'm gonna move on this. I'm gonna make a move on this. That's how my mind is gonna operate now." Then we argue a little bit and said you're just friends. Like, why do I care? Yeah, I think they probably just got their attention up on something else, and they just, you know. And sometimes that's okay. Remember, some things happens just so you can get a lesson out of it. All right, we're gonna get a card for a career for Tammy, and then never overloaded, and then we'll get next also Her Excellency in Luray. I think that's Luray. All right. All right, let's get Tammy Robinson a card for career. Oh, that was quick. The Empress and the King of Pentacles. Oh my God, people are already walking on the street. I hate this neighborhood. It's so damn loud. It's so damn loud. Anyways, for career, we got the Empress, and then we also got the King of Pentacles. The Empress is the one who receives. She's very abundant. She's very connected to beauty. The King of Pentacles on reverse, however, can be someone who can live out of appearances, or someone who can overspend, someone who cannot have focus on building something. So if I were to get those two cards and having a conclusion out of career and finances, I would say number one, don't be way too overgiving, because the Empress is someone who can be very nurturing. She's the mother. So this can be someone who may maybe overgive to the point where they give out way too much, to the point that where they can't build up for themselves, right? So just be careful on that. Especially, I don't know, when we talk career wise, let's say you work on a management. I used to be a manager. So something that I have learned on that is that you can't do everybody's job. You can only trust them to do the job that they are assigned to, but you can't do everybody's job. If somebody can do their job properly, the only thing you can really do is instruct them to do so properly. But if you end up because Johnny doesn't do their job properly, and then Billy doesn't do their job properly, and then you're gonna go do Johnny's and Billy's work. Guess what? At the end of the day, you're not gonna learn anything, and then you are the one who's gonna be completely um out of energy. Does that make sense? No, I was meaning like I wanted to be a eventual mediumship. Well, then you gotta make sure you build something out of it, right? I don't know what is an eventual mediumship. I know what is being a medium for sure. Um, but find a place to go at, have some consistency. Anyway, stop. Oh man, we got more people watching on the tubes. All right, never overloaded. Let's see. Never overloaded. What do I need to know that I don't see coming? What do they need to look at the moment? Have some focus, would you? Never overloaded. Have some focus. Don't be looking at all sorts of different probabilities, possibilities, because out of most of those options that you may be looking at this moment can be completely false. They can be completely a waste of time. So instead of be looking at 500 different things, make sure you only pick one and go for it. Okay, pick one and go for it. That's the 7 of Cups on reverse for you. That's the guidance I can give you out of this card. Blu-ray Kim what's the possible outcome if I message Candace? What's the possible outcome for Kim if they message Candace? Those are the two same ones. Weird. Wait a minute. Guys, something awful about Brazil is that my cards, after I got here, my cards got completely sticky because it's so damn humid in here. They're all sticky. I hate it. I'll try it again. Hold up. What's the possible outcome if Kim messages Candace Judgment? Someone's gonna change their mind. Either you're gonna say something or they're gonna say something, and then they're gonna completely change their minds. Judgment for you. Well, what are you trying to talk to them? I can only give you the card meaning. I can't read nobody's minds. Guys, just know that I don't read people's minds. If you give me a vague question, you're gonna get a vague answer. Just remember that. I'm going to message her to tell her that I'm going to give her something. Okay? So you start seeing, so you give that message that she's going to get something. They will either feel excited about it, they will either feel something about it, but something will change their minds about it. Right? Not necessarily bad, no. It really depends. I've already said it really depends on what you guys trying to do. What are you trying to do? It really depends on what you're trying to do. Eight of Cups. That's the card of leaving. Or walking towards something. There will surely be movement. I don't know whatever you're trying to give her, but it's surely either gonna move them closer or move them further from you. So it really depends on the situation. You get what it resonates out of this. Okay? Be realistic. Y'all gotta be realistic. If you're not realistic with the situation, you can't be waiting for, ooh, you know what I mean? All right, let's get Juanito. Juanito. Yes, do one card reading. All right, let's get you, Juanito. I'll get you, Juanito. What does, oh my God, what does Juanito need to know at this moment? Juanito, we got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, that's a card of apathy. Maybe not looking into things that are being approached, being offered to you. Being apathetic, you're just sitting. But just remember, you have gone through 3 different trials before. You've already got the experience you needed from before. You just got to apply them over again. Maybe the 4th time is a charm. God knows. But don't be apathetic about things. Just if an opportunity comes by, take a look into it. Just try to consider all the possibilities. Ooh, I got yours, Rose. Your. Let me get your real quick, and I'll get divinely blessed as well. Your. I'm doing well. How are you? Will Julian reach out to reconcile our relationship? Here we got the Page of Cups this time. This could be an apology. This could be an apology, but remember, be realistic. Okay? You gotta be realistic about things. I think you've been stuck on that same page for quite a while, haven't you? Yeah, see? You've been stuck on that page for quite a while. You can always come back and ask the same question, and you're gonna get a different card every single time, and that's fine. Even though you're waiting for that person to come back, you should always take care of yourself and do other things, and remember that you're also important. And if that person really wanted to do something about it, they would have done it quite a while ago. I'm sorry to say that. But so yeah, just do your own thing. Just don't worry about them. If you keep knocking on that very same door over and over, one day you're gonna get tired of it. Just let it be. Let them go. Let them do their own thing. All right, let's see here. I got Divinely Blessed. Divinely Blessed, do you have a question? Did you drop a question or no? I'll be waiting for yours here. You're welcome. You're very welcome here. Divinely Blessed. My partner. All right, guys. I just gotta make sure my gifters are being taken care of. Okay. I know that on the tubes, I still don't have enough subscribers to send gifts or whatever. So please just be patient with me. I'm doing the best as I can. Make sure I take care of everybody, but my partner SN claimed to be seeing someone. Was he trying to test if I'll react impulsively? Like, okay, Divinely's partner claimed to be seeing someone. What were they trying to say? What's this? Well, he was surely trying to provoke a reaction. Oh, that card. I don't know if that card was there. I'll get another one just in case. Single with a mango. Okay. Okay. So the first card that came to mind was the Six of Swords over here. So that's a card, instead of somebody leaving for better waters, instead of somebody leaving, this is somebody like staying. They just simply don't want to let go, right? Then we got the Nine of Pentacles, and then we got the Four of Cups. So the Nine of Pentacles can be someone who can be financially independent, single and ready to mingle. And then we also got the Four of Cups. That card, I don't know if I actually placed the card correctly or not. I just saw it popping out. But I would say, yeah, most likely he's just trying to get a reaction out of you. It's almost like, when somebody tries to push you as much as they want, just so you can leave the place. Like just like, I don't want to break up with you, but I'm gonna be the most condescending SOB as possible, to the point that you break out, and then who's gonna be the villain at the end of it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking here. That's what I got on my mind right now. So I wouldn't give them the reaction that they're looking for at this moment. The other one was the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of apathy, so it's almost like it can be an opportunity being shown to you, and you're just simply not seeing. You're just ignoring. On that context, on your contacts, I would see as like something being shown to you, and you are completely ignoring it. So this will most likely be the best outcome, or the best thing to do at the moment. Oh my God, them dogs. I hope you can't still hear the dogs. Alarm dogs. All right, let's get Latoya. Rob, you can ask a question. Yeah, go ahead, ask your question. Latoya is asking, has my son's father, Tay, been thinking about me lately? All right. Has baby daddy Hey, has been thinking about Latoya lately. 3 cards. No. Working solo. 3 cards on reverse. Working solo. No love or a delay or missed opportunity. Temperance, which is a lack of balance, a lack of transformation. So I would say that's a no. I would most likely focus on yourself. Okay. I would focus on yourself. Divinely Blessed says he's been trying to provoke me lately. Yeah, don't get the bait. Sometimes people love to leave a bait. Latoya, you're very welcome. But yeah, that's what I would say. Just don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, you guys will always have that connection, which is your kid. But the best thing you guys can do, I mean, is move on. You just stand on business, which is your kid. That's the only business. But I wouldn't worry about going back that route. Guys, and you guys already know, I'm completely like, if you're not happy in a situation, the best thing you can do is just move on. And or if you're gonna come back to somebody in general, sometimes it's just better to move on, just so you can open new pathways ahead of you. Mama Bear, thank you so much for the gifts. Let me get you here, Mama Bear. I'll get Mama Bear, and then next up I'll get Rob. All right, let's get Mama Bear. Where is your question at? Is my ex trying to come back slowly? All right, let's see. All right. Is Mama Bear's ex trying to get back slowly? What's the situation? 5 of Swords. Being right at all costs. He's trying to show you something. Or are you trying to show him something? So we got 5 of Swords. That's the card of conflicts. When you have a fight with somebody and you just want to be right at all costs. But you gotta ask yourself, how much is it worth the fight? How much of your energy is worth the fight? Okay. On your question of if he's trying to come back slowly, I would ask myself, like, what are you trying to prove yourself? Even if he does, what are you planning to do so? Stubborn as hell. Yeah. So I don't know exactly what was the situation prior to that, but out of a 5 of Swords and thinking about being right at all costs, one person wins, the other person loses. You can look at either both ways, your way or their way, because it's usually the tarot is usually like that. You look at both ways. So someone is trying to be right at all costs. Somebody wants to be proven like you're right. My loss is a win. So yeah, just think about that for now. Shay B, thank you for following. Brown Sugar, thanks for following. All right, let me get Rob, and I'll get back to Brown Sugar. You're welcome, Mama Bear. You're welcome. All right, let's see here. Rob, do you see me finally getting a job soon or some other financial break? Rob is asking if I see them getting financially better or getting a job soon. Don't count on luck, Rob. Do not count on luck at this time. 10 of Wands on reverse. And then we also got Justice on, like, the Justice was on the reverse before, but then it turned around. So, Rob, I will tell you, number one, do not count on luck. Okay? We got the Wheel of Fortune on reverse over here. Do not count on luck. And then we also got the 10 of Wands on reverse, which indicates you may be carrying way too much on your back. You either may have way too many ideas, way too many inspirations, way too many whatever that may be. It might be the time to actually drop down a few things here and there, just so you're not completely overwhelmed on what you need to do. So instead of focusing on 10 different things, just maybe drop a few things down, make a priority list, and then you go from there. If your plan is to get a job by any means necessary, what do you need to do in order to get a job by any means necessary? You're gonna get your resume spread out all over the place, right? You gotta go out there and you gotta put out your resume. Um, if you're got trying to get your own business, what are you good at? What skill do you have that other people are? What kind of problem that you can solve for other people that you can maybe make some money out of it? Like, even though, let's say, a tarot business for me, it does not generate me a whole lot. Especially doing like a freemium kind of deal. Um, but it still brings me awareness, but I know that eventually one day it will start getting better. Does that make sense to you now? I hope you're still watching, but yeah. Okay, so make sure. Yeah, it can definitely happen, but what you need to do right now is just not count on luck. You get luck completely out of it. And if you need a job, if you're like, I want a job, I need a job, then you're gonna get your resume and you're gonna spread that out all over the place, all over the town, until you get something. If your survival is the primary thing right now, then that's what you gotta do. And you gotta drop everything else. Okay? And make sure you don't do anything illegal. Make sure you're being very wise on your choices. Let's get brown sugar. We get Shay B, and then we get J Money. Luck's been out of it for a while. Yeah, you're not alone. Me, myself, and I'm telling you, I got back home. I haven't been doing my lives at least since the 31st. And I can tell you this. Could it be a lack of luck of the things happening around me? Yes. But maybe if I'm not talking about you, I'll talk about myself. And then you can take the example. I did have things that really made me completely mad about certain situations, and I made big decisions out of it. That may be number one. I had the choice of letting those things bother me. And I could think of myself as being unlucky. But in all reality, all I needed was to keep doing what I was doing and not worry about all the other stuff that's happening around me. So I hope that also makes sense and kind of resonates to what I just told you about dropping a few things here and there. Okay. Let's see brown sugar. Brown sugar. Should I call Marlon or wait until he comes see me? Should brown sugar call Marlon or wait? A house. What does that house have to do with that, Marlon? Brown sugar. Okay, I'm looking at this little fairy over here. She's resting on top of the home. I would say you sit and wait, looking pretty, okay? Just work on building your foundation for whatever situation you got going on. Build your foundation. Keep working on your foundation, because if you do have your foundation, whatever the outcome is, you don't necessarily need somebody else out there to satisfy you, okay? That's what I would say. Bleona does an M. Oh, I gotta get Shaby also. Let me get Shaby and I'll get Bleona. And then I gotta get J Money. I gotta get J Money also. Oh my god. Alright. Let's get Shay and then I'll get J Money. Let me find J. Shaby. Does Robert wanna be with me? Alright. Does Robert not leaving? Okay, what else? Get real. Get real. Page of Wands on reverse, King of Swords on reverse, and Six of Swords. Get real. I pulled 3 cards for you. Look at that. You're staying on a situation over here. Someone in the conversation does not have the spark or the confidence to strike up a conversation, to strike up whatever. Okay. And then this King of Swords just signifies that you gotta get real. This is more like a mental situation than anything else. So, hey Erica, how's it going? Let's get Jorge. Jorge is asking, does my ex Jackie want to get back together soon? Oh. What? Hold up, guys. Okay, cool. Sorry, my TikTok was acting up. My TikTok thing here was acting up. All right. Does my ex Jackie want to get back together soon? Does Jackie wants to get back together with Jorge? Page of Cups. Expect an apology, or maybe you should apologize. It's one or the other. You either expect an apology or you might want to apologize. But somebody's got to offer the cup. Somebody's got to make the move. Right? Have you already done that, Jorge? indecision. Yeah. One more for Jorge. Justice. Yeah. There's some indecision happening in between the two of them. But you got justice on the upright, so you just gotta wait. If you already done the apology, then you just gotta wait. You know. They're just being indecisive. Let's get Erica here really quick. I gotta get Bleona. Bleona, does M feel something for me? Does M feel something about Bleona? Does M feel something about Bleona? Well, plenty of emotions. Deep down emotions. Yeah, I see something over there, Bleona. I see something over there. Just don't be tied up on this situation. Just don't make it seem worse than it needs to be, worse than it should be, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna get Erica, and then I'll get Buffalo. Or has my sister Sarah been doing dark magic on me or something? Liked and subscribed. Thank you, Erica. All right, has Erica's sister Sarah been doing dark magic or something? Tower. No. What else do we need to know? 5 of Cups. Okay. So, Erica, so I pulled 3 cards for you, okay? So, we got the Tower, which indicates something big happened between the two of you. I don't know for sure if, they sent you dark magic or something or whatever. Because that does not necessarily have anything to do with you, right? If you are open to certain types of energies and certain types of interactions, so guess what? Yeah, it may have some effect on you. Why do I say that? We got the 7 of Wands on reverse. That's the card of being on the defensive. On reverse, it may indicate that you need to maybe not engage so much into it. Do not engage on that kind of energy. Do not engage on that kind of stuff. And we also got the 5 of Cups, which is the card of regret, grief. You're clearly upset about something that's sitting right in front of you, but you're simply not seeing what's happening in the back. Not taking care of the stuff that's happening on the back. I had stink her go completely. She is the opposite of good, and I figured that out. I had to let her go completely. I don't allow her access to me or my kids at all. I do not trust her. Yeah. So that's all you gotta do. You just gotta, even though you say you're doing all of those things, I'm gonna catch you on that one though. I'm gonna catch you on that one. You're still asking about her. You're still giving her free reign over your head. So if she showed herself as a person who is not, trustworthy, the best thing you can do is just simply not even give her the time of the day, the mental power, anything of that sorts. Okay. What you got him on? All right, let's get Buffalo in the meantime. Will I be accepted by any college I applied in? Buffalo is asking if, oh, Jesus. Okay, I think you will. Will I be accepted by any college I applied in? Yes, you will. Okay. Okay, so the first card that I got, and I put it away already, it was a Page of Cups. But that card just kind of jumped out without a whole lot, right? A whole lot of effort. And then next up, I got the Eight of Wands on reverse, which is, yeah, you got movement coming. It's just a delay. You should just keep yourself being confident, stay creative, stay intuitive. Just do what you got to do. It's just a delay. Don't be discouraged about it. Erica says, what I mean is, I let her go as in no communication, no access to me, but because I've had knowledge of her doing things like this towards people, I don't put it past her. I've been told she did it. But thank you for answering my question. Very helpful. Yeah, Erica, did you get that through a tarot reading out there? If you did get that through a tarot reading out there, um, I would, as someone who reads tarot, okay, and someone who started tarot because I used to watch other tarot readers, I will tell you to be very, very careful on what people tell you. And I'm telling you this as someone who reads tarot. So if someone out there told you that your sister is doing that stuff to you, you can get the information. Yes, get it with a grain of salt though, because not everybody will have the conscience to not stir up more toxic crap on people. Like, I do my stuff here and I read my things. Yeah, I will give you guys the answers that maybe you guys are looking for, but I'll try my best to not stir shit up, right? Because what good does that make if I'm just installing more toxic crap on your head? Does that make sense? She told me before I let her go that she does it, and also a friend of hers told me that she admitted she did that to me and out of feeling, and I have a favor in life. She doesn't know this friend told me. Okay. Okay. Other readers confirmed that as well. Okay. All right. If you confirmed that before, then I mean, it's all good. But I started doing tarot because once upon a time I was out there on the webs and somebody told me something and they got me hooked. But I have not had that discernment. Okay. And I've let plenty of toxic stuff come into my life when in reality that was not a good thing. So, whew, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see what we got here. Marlene. Marlene, are you still watching? Marlene. Melinda, you're still watching. And then we'll get Hina. Does Jacob have feelings for me? Let's get Hina in the meantime. Oop. Does Jacob have feelings for Hannah? 10 of Wands on reverse. Caring too much. Fast communication. I don't know. I don't see feelings. I see communication. What's going on, Hannah? Why do you ask that? Just a friend from work. Is his name Jacob? Really? His name Jacob. I've never seen somebody in Brazil called Jacob. Jacob. Oh, he knows you're interested. You're in the US? Oh, I thought you were in Brazil. Or you're just from Brazil? What are you doing? Get real. I don't see love. I see somebody who's very well communicative, who likes to communicate. And then we got Seven of Swords on reverse. You know, get clean with the situation, or just try a different strategy out of the situation. Okay, so this could be you're giving way too much thought on the situation, and you need to find a different strategy. Or this could be someone who's very communicative, and they're gonna come clean about it, whatever that may be. But two of those things here are mind related or communication related. All right. True. Fair. Is that fair? Let's see. We got Janelle. Will Jose text me this week? Yes. I think Jose should call you this week. Yes. On a quick yes or no, that will be a yes. 7 of Pentacles. You're welcome, Janelle. Junie's still watching. Empress Adamas. Ask him what is his intentions for communicating with you. Should I take this new commitment? Let's see. Empress Adamas. Should I take this new commitment? Queen of Cups. So ready to give love. Empress Adamas, if you are ready to give love, by all means, you just go ahead. If your cup is full, only if your cup is full, only if you're very, very well taken care of, connected, with your head way well above the water with your emotions. Only if. One more for the other person. King of Wands. And if you feel like this person is very confident about it or confident about you, do they show themselves as very confident? If they're a go-getter, this could also indicate a Leo situation. We also got the Salamander. Plenty of fire in here. So I would say that's a yes. That should be a good match. That should be a good match. You're very welcome. All right, friends. What should I do now? It kind of slowed down. Ooh, ouch. It kind of slowed down. I wanna keep doing stuff because later in the day it's just gonna be so noisy over here. I've been sitting here for the last few days, and it's just been impossible to do anything during the daytime. It either rains so much, or where I live is so noisy and it's almost impossible to record anything during the day. So that's why I'm coming in at night. All right. Okay. So, folks, I think I'm thinking about just making a regular reading by signs. If I do have any questions for you guys, no, not really. Today is almost, I'm just trying to get out of my shell again, really. I'm just trying to get out of my shell because it's been, hi, Sneaky, for Pisces. Yeah, we can probably do that. But yeah, I'm just getting out of my shell. This is literally the first live that I'm doing while I'm here. Ever since I moved back to Brazil, my partner is already now calling me. He's like, "Are you coming back? Are you ever coming back? I need you back here." I'm like, "Yeah, no." My days of being a maid are over. Or maybe not, we'll see. It's cray. All right, let's get Marlene Watson here. Marlene is asking, does S have romantic feelings for me? Does S have romantic feelings for Marlene? Juggling. It's fun. It's fun to juggle. High Priestess. 5 of Cups. Huh. I don't see romantic. We got High Priestess on reverse, and we also got the 5 of Cups upright. So this indicates a failed intuition. I'm looking at the moon and at the book. You might be dwelling, either you or this person might be dwelling in thoughts or old feelings right now. So I would take that as dwelling, in between somebody old, somebody new. AB is asking, will I fall in love again? Oh, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Hannah. Will I fall in love again? Will AB fall in love again? You gotta move on from whatever. Yeah, after you move on, you will. After you move on. So the message I get out of this for you is that you may be sitting and wondering and looking at the moon. But the real growth is when you actually get moving and go up on that mountain. Just remember, you don't have to climb the mountain in only one day, in a single day. It's a process. But yeah, you will get to fall in love again, yeah. But once you finally get to understand yourself, being a hermit, being a little hermit, sometimes you got to understand yourself. Once you finally get to understand yourself, you get moving. And then you're going to actually be ready to, feel love again. At least in my experiences, whenever I am just so craving for love, I tend to get myself into the worst kind of relationships. And you get yourself trapped and find yourself settling for something you really don't deserve or something that is not healthy for you. Let's see. Sneaky is asking, will I get consoled after the miscarriage by Sean? Oh, gee. AB, thank you so much. Almost a year after the loss of my husband. Yeah, I will tell you that I've gone through the very same situation, and it's not easy. And we're in 2026, so it's been almost 5 years, and I still remember him. Some days, sometimes. Even though it wasn't a very healthy relationship, I still had him with very good eyes, you know what I mean? But yeah. The same to you. Sorry to hear about yours as well. But it takes a while. It takes a while. It does takes a while. The only advice I can give you really is, take care of yourself. Don't be out looking for love. Don't be out looking for love. You just take care of yourself. You deal with whatever you got to deal with, and Once it's time, you will know when it's time. And don't settle for something just because you're hurt. Just don't settle for something cheap. You know what I mean? Rosalina, that was a 8 of Cups, actually. That was a 8 of Cups. Alejandra. Hi, I'm Alejandra. July 23rd, 77. My boyfriend Hector. July 8th, 76. We are in contacts. 0. Is this over? No contacts. All right, Alejandra and Hector are in no contact. So what should we know about the situation? Yeah, I don't think. At least for now with this one card, Page of Wands on reverse. I don't see it. I don't see the spark. Depending on how you guys let go. I see bagging. I see bagging over here. This card actually does not look like bagging. But it's someone being on their knees. That's surely what's happening. Someone on their knees. I'll just let it be. Hey, Kathy, thank you so much for following. King Dewan, hey, how's it going, man? No, you're good. You're good. Oh well, just drop your question and I'll get your question. Guys, remember, I let you guys get one question per stream. Anything extra is only if it gets very, very slow. And then I may come back to you. But if it's not slow, I'll give priority to the other peeps that are coming in, okay? Just so we can keep things rolling. All right, I just got 500 people adding me on the TikToks here. Let's see. Hannah by Selim. Are you still there, Hannah? Am I married next your 2027 with E? What? Is it am I going to marry next? Is that what your question is, Hannah? Thank you, Sneaky. Thank you. All right, Hannah, let's see. Next your I'm still not getting what you guys are saying. Oh my. All right. Can you reformulate the question for me, Hannah? I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that question at all. Mia, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. All right, let me get Mia over here. Let's get Mia. Hope. Will the internship discussion lead? And then I'll get King One next. Hope is asking, will the internship discussion lead to me getting a permanent work? Will the internship discussion lead to Hope getting a permanent work? Fast communication. Okay. We got fast communication coming. Oh gosh. 10 of Swords. One more, please. 5 of Swords. Fight. 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 Okay. Oh boy. Boy. So Hope, how's that going on for you? Do you feel like there's a whole lot of fight? Or maybe it's in your head? Is it chaotic? What's going on? I don't see a whole lot of positive on those three. I pulled three cards over here. I tried to pull one and then I was like, okay, fast communication. And then I pull another. I was like, oh, and then another one, oh. But none of them look very good. Just the first one. It might be in competition. I don't know. It just feels like competition to me. This feels like competition. Don't know what it is, but it sounds like competition. Kingdom One is asking, wanted you to see if any woman is coming into my life. Well, let's see. Recognition. Is there any woman coming into their lives? One more, please. The sun, very hot. There's all fire. Yeah, you may see somebody. You may see somebody coming, but I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot. Like in the immediate future, I don't see it's gonna be a whole lot. So I got 6 of Wands over here. That's a victory, recognition. Maybe somebody will see you as the man on the horse. But then we got the Page of Swords over here. I would just maybe, if you're looking for somebody, just stop looking for it. Just quit looking. Quit spying. This could also be someone who's very bratty. There are 2 interpretations on this. Okay, I'll give you this. Somebody may be admiring you, but this person is very immature and bratty. But somehow you're gonna be happy about it. You're still gonna be happy about it. But it's someone immature. No, that was for Kingdom One. And then on the other interpretation, Kingdom One, it will be stop looking for it. You're gonna be happier if you just simply don't look for it, and you're not looking necessarily for validation from others. Hello, Jade. Hello. Hi. I'm getting close to the 2 hour mark over here. I'm gonna change my strategy. I think I'm gonna go back to my good old strategy. Be like, you gotta add me to get a question. We'll see. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and see what happens. The dog was barking earlier, woke up my dog, so I had to take her out. And she's back inside. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I got dogs in here too. Most dogs around here are those like medium to little sized dogs. And they're like damn alarms. I hate that. Anybody walks by, and I don't know, this microphone, while that's the expensive one that I got earlier. I told you, like last time I was live. This one picks up so much stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back to the old one. I have another dog and he barks outside. So she probably heard my sister dog. Oh boy. You're welcome, King the One. All right, let's get Mina. We'll get Mina real quick. Jade, have you seen Aaron lately? I always say hi to him. Like I sent him a DM, or he sent me a DM. He was looking for me, seeing if I was doing okay, if I had moved down to Brazil. And then I was like, yeah, I'm in Brazil now. I'm just getting acquainted. But it's been a fun ride so far, and I feel like there's gonna be some drama. I don't know, man. I'm like, I got out of there to avoid damn crazy, and then I got here on Tuesday, and then by Wednesday I was already dealing with crazy, and I got crazy put inside the house by my mom. So now I'm dealing with another crazy. And I'm not in the mood to deal with crazy. I just wanted some goddamn peace of mind. Yes, it is a sign to have your own house. Yes, I completely got that. I was like, I don't know what the lesson is, but I think the lesson is you need to be super independent again. Oh, boy. Good day, Abdullah. I'm doing well. Yeah, just drop your question. Make sure it's well detailed, okay? The better it's detailed, the better answer you're gonna get. Because that's how I feel right now. I can't keep up with my parents bossing me around. Yeah, my mom also bosses me around. I mean, I don't mind my mom bossing me around. Like I don't mind living with my mom at all. Because my mom and I, we actually get pretty well together. But I can be very combative. I can get very combative when it comes to hanging out with people I don't know or hanging out with people who I do not like. It takes me time to get used to somebody. Okay. So, and my mom is like, oh my God, this person is almost to the point of this person got to the point of self harm. Yeah. This person got to the point of self-harm, but I'm like, I'm just watching. Like, as a very depressed person, I deal with major depressive disorder, and it's like, I know what is depression. I know how it works. But this person is very young, so I don't know if it's they're looking for attention, but they literally installed themselves within 2 days, and I'm not happy with it. I'm not okay with it. Schizo and bipolar. Well, yeah, one thing is if you are completely diagnosed and taking care of it, okay, and you know how to deal with it. Another thing is bringing someone else completely from the outside who you don't have any it's my mom's granddaughter from my stepfather, whatever, right? But I don't have a tie with them at all. I actually don't like that side of the family at all. So I'm very, very. Yeah, I just finished pharmacy technician school, but it's hard dealing with sometimes. It's my dad inheritance. Yeah. I thought about doing pharmacy technician stuff too, which is not bad. But I wanted to work on this that I'm working right now full time. But it takes time. It's like a business. It takes time. Oh, thank you, Empress Adamas. Let's get Abdullah's question. I have multiple health issues. Do I'll end up with more medical prescriptions or have to get some surgeries? Oh, Abdullah, that's all health, man. I can't tell you that stuff. You know what I mean? I can pull a card for you, yes, but your medical stuff should be with your medical people. You know what I mean? I'm no doctor. I'm not even a witch doctor. Not yet. Sorry, folks. I'm working on it one day, but not right now. King of Wands. Take action. Okay. So Abdullah. We got King of Wands and we also got the Hangman on reverse. Okay. I would say just take action. If your health is the number one priority at this very moment, just go at it. Just go at it. I can't give you medical advice, okay? I cannot give you medical advice. I cannot testify for your own health. That would be unfair and very not careful of myself to you. But all I can tell you is that get going by this Hangman. I've been single for a very long time because I was cheated. It broke me. So will I find love again? You will find love again. Yeah. You just gotta be confident, bud. You can't let that past experience to break you down to the point where you're not. Too many. Love in this generation is so scary. Yep. I agree, Jane. Don't count on luck. All right, 2 more for you, Abdullah. Don't count on luck and get away off the grief. Okay? And be confident about it. There you go. You got 4 cards, Abdullah. Look at you. You're so special. You can't let those just because somebody else cheated on you. You cannot let that be a problem for you in the future. You know, you can't always have fear that somebody is not gonna open up or whatever. I was able to let it go finally after 4 months. Hey, Imelda. No, Abdullah said. No, I'm no special. It's you and your sweet and kind soul-minded personality. I'm just a broken soul. Don't say that. You're not a broken soul. Every time you say you're a broken soul, guess what? You get broken just a little bit at a time. Don't say that to yourself. And I'll tell you that everything you tell yourself, it does happen. Okay, so don't tell yourself that. Have a better self-talk. You don't deserve doing that to yourself. Let's see here. Let's get Imelda's question really quick. Has Kenny missed Imelda? Has Kenny missed Imelda? The Fool on reverse. Imelda, we got the Fool on reverse. You're holding on to the past. You're not getting in the beginning. Oh. You're just blocking a new beginning over there by looking back at Kenny. I don't know. Another way you can see that is that he may come back to apologize or something of sorts. That could be a possibility. But all in all, I will always tell you guys that you should always look for a new pathway. You know, if it didn't work out with somebody, you look for somebody new, a new pathway. Because I have the current mindset as of you stay for so long with somebody, right? You stay for so long with somebody, and this person, even though you may tell this person, hey, we need to fix a few things, and they're gonna be like, oh, I don't feel like we missed nothing. We don't have to fix nothing. And man is really bad with that. I'm telling you as a man myself, but I'm usually the feminine one in the relationship. So I usually like I'm the more emotional and whatever. So this person probably had God knows how long to fix the problem, and even though they haven't done anything, so that already tells you that, you know, I don't know, Imelda. We broke up. It's been 2 weeks from now. Yeah, Imelda. So by looking at those 2 cards, Imelda, I would tell you, yeah, there's a possibility that he could come back with an apology, and that's all, you know, good and dandy. But I will always vote for a new foundation. Always. Unless it comes to survival. But even still, surviving on a toxic situation is really not survival. You know what I mean? Abdullah. The sad part about my life is that people keep telling me I'm extremely attractive, but I just don't see it. Well, Abdullah, you see, if people tell you you actually are attractive, then you should believe it. You may not see it, but that may be for whatever reason in the past. That may have became ingrained in your head, and maybe you're just not confident. But remember, the card I pulled for you got the King of Wands, so you gotta become more confident about it. Hi, Foxies. Let's get Hugo. Hugo is asking. My name is Hugo, and I wonder if Nova will ever come back. Let's see, Hugo. And then we'll get Anna, and then we'll get Ruth. All right. What's up, Hannah? What you doing? What are you doing? All right, is Nova ever gonna come back to Hugo? Scales and scales. And what else? Nine of Cups. If you really wanted that bad, Hugo, you should go after it. Now, what caused my attention at the beginning was the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card by the Nine of Cups, which is somebody very romantic. Yeah. It could be a Pisces. As long as there is fairness between the both of you, as long as there is fairness. But anyway, if you just wanted a yes or no, I would say that's a yes. I'm a Capricorn. Is there space for another question? And I still got a few. You're welcome, Hugo. You're welcome. And I still got a few other ones. Hugo, if it does drain my energy, yes, it's time, it's energy, but I look at it as the longer I have more of I look at things on the high road, on the long term. So right now, it's not very profitable and it does not help a whole lot, but at least now I'm in my home country, so I'm in my home country, so it's a little bit cheaper to manage. It's a little bit cheaper to manage. If I was in the United States, probably not. Because so far in 2 hours, I've made 44 cents and 27 followers. I used to ask people to add me before, but now I try not to, just because I want to make sure that at this time I actually get quality viewers, um, quality people, than just people who are just gonna add me, ask a question, and then they're gonna unfollow right after. So I don't want to have that. Well, it is slower. Yeah, it is slower. But at least I am feeling like I'm getting more quality people lately. Oh my God. Abdullah saying, someone sweet as you can't be single. It's a crime. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. I'm single now. I made myself single. I ran away. I was in US. I was in USA. I ran away. I ran away. I was like, you know what? I'm done with it. I got my airplane ticket. I made my suitcase. It was sitting there. I was like, bye. He found out 2 hours before I was catching the airplane, the plane. Uh-huh. Sounds good, Hugo. Have a good night. Sleep well. Yeah, all I know is that when he finally found out I booked the ticket, it was 2 hours for me to leave. When are you catching your flight? When are you traveling? I'm like, within 2 hours, the next 2 hours. I'm just waiting. I'm right now inside the airport waiting for my plane to arrive just so I can get it. And the next day, I was in Brazil. I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, mom, I'm coming back. Make sure you got all the stuff ready for me over there. Okay, make sure my bedroom is taken care of. Would you? I'm coming back home now because I'm done with this." So I'm a runner. Yep, I'm a runner. You don't. You don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You're not. If you're gonna make me beg, I'm not. So you broke up with your boyfriend and say farewell to the USA. You're not ever going back to the USA. I don't think I am. We'll see. As I said, as soon as I got here, there was more drama waiting for me, and there's drama brewing in this house. If I am I going to subject myself to almost slavery again in the USA? I don't know. Am I gonna blow a gasket over here? Maybe. Because after all, I live here too. Or maybe I should get rich and get myself my own house. Was it probably your boyfriend or USA or both? No, it was my boyfriend. It was my boyfriend. Oh, let's see Ruth here. Let me get Ruth's question really quick. Ruth has been waiting for quite a while. Let me get Ruth real quick, and we'll get back, guys. I need help because my friend energy reminds me of people and my cousin. Um, is anything in my love life will happen? Someone and what that I'm talking to, a friend I met 3 days. Ruth, all right. What guidance would you have for Ruth's love life? What do we have for Ruth? King of Swords. And you're not seeing something over here. Okay. Oh, got plenty. The Magician on reverse. Eight of Swords and Eight of Cups. We got 2 8s. Imprisonment. And moving on. I don't necessarily see somebody you're talking to right now. There is a man, but he can be very harsh with his words. He can be manipulative, maybe, to the point where you're gonna end up feeling like the victim. But again, I would not be searching for it, as I said before. I wouldn't be searching for it. I would probably take this time for some self. Yeah, and I'm talking to this new guy. So don't. So if you're talking to a new person, okay, if you're talking to a new person, and I would get, let's say, I get all those 4 cards out of like my play. I would say number one, you're gonna need to get more information about this person. Period. You're gonna get to know them. But do not make yourself a prisoner in the situation. Alan, how the hell do you mean being a prisoner of the situation? I mean, like, don't make this person your entire existence. Don't be chasing that person. Does that make sense? Don't necessarily go chasing that person, because when you constantly chase for that, that will open you up for manipulation, because they will see you as needy. Does that make sense? So yeah, get to know the person. Yeah, that's cool, but don't be like on the face. Okay. How long were you with your boyfriend? Was it love or crush? It was like an old fling, and I met him back in 2023, and I have gone through a very rough patch back then. But things were happening, and and he kind of made it worse at that time, but he still stuck around. And I came back home. I was pretty much decided to not go back to the US, but he kept insisting. And he kept insisting on having a relationship. And within like 2023 and 2024, my headspace was completely all over the place. Okay. I was at the top of my depression, and I was at the top of my grief. I was at that point in life where you are just you don't know who you are, you barely know your name, you don't know the people around you anymore. I was like that. So it was, so I fell on the trap. Okay. I fell in the trap, and it's like, oh, just come back to the US, everything's gonna be great. And I was like, well, yeah, maybe, yeah, there might be a possibility. And I decided to come through, and I got on the plane, all in all. But then after I got on the plane, I got to start discovering how that person was operating. So I found out he was cheating on me. He was with other people while he was still talking to me while I was in Brazil, trying to get me in the US. Then he got sick, and I had to take care of him. So I pretty much got stuck in there with him. Then later on, I got to find out he was cheating again. You were vulnerable and he took advantage of it. Yes. More or less, yes. Yes. I was not in a very good headspace. My family was completely against me leaving. Um, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I was being cheated. And then so on the situation itself, I try to be like, hey, you did this, you cheated, dude. He's like, no, I didn't cheat. What are you talking about? And I'm like, literally getting like, because he left his grinder open. Like he was on Grinder, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing on Grinder, dude?" Oh, I just get bored. I don't have nobody to talk to. I'm like, Shh, "You're so full of shit." Anyways, um, yeah, and then even with the proof, I don't know. It's somewhere in here. Even with the proof, I was showing the proof. It was like, "Here's the proof. Here's the receipt." It's like, "No, I never cheated on you. What are you talking about? You're crazy." And I'm like, "Seriously? You're playing that game with me?" Anyways, let's get a couple extra questions here. We as empaths have to guard ourselves from losing ourselves in a connection. Yeah, that is very true. People sometimes they will take advantage of it. And I mean, great guy, but he drinks too much. My first partner was an alcoholic also, even though I loved him very much and I lost him a few years ago. Um, I don't think I want to be with somebody who has that kind of vice anymore. It's not for me. I tried the first one, didn't work out. Tried the second one. They will give you promises all over. It's promises, 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 and it never ends. It never ends. So it never ends. It doesn't work. Oof. Let's see, Cat Bud. Will I ever finish writing this book? What does Cat needs to know about finish writing the book? Oh, there's one card that turned around here. Wake up. Get moving. Get moving. Cat, I will tell you, get moving. Queen of Cups sideways. Okay, what else? One more, please. The Emperor reverse. All right, Cat. We got Four of Swords. We got the Queen of Cups sideways. So I will consider that like a good and bad. Okay. And then we got the Emperor reverse. So, Cat, if you're asking if you're gonna finish writing the book, by the Four of Swords, I will tell you make sure that you are actually getting up and get moving. That's why I say get up and get moving. The Four of Swords is a card of rest, or on the reverse can also mean anxiety. We got Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can be somebody who can be very moody, or also you're not knowing exactly how to nurture your emotions. If I was a writer, and if I was thinking about managing my emotions, or try to how to captivate other people on my style of writing. This could be maybe try to put some extra emotion on your writing just so you can get better ideas. Or you can captivate whoever is reading what message you want to portray and what message you want to show. And we got the Emperor on reverse, which I take that as you either are not being consistent, you're not having the authority, you're not feeling like an authority to keep doing these projects. So ask yourself, how can you change that to a better outcome? How can you change that to a better outcome? If you're not taking the responsibility or the priority or the authority, how can you change that? You know, if I were to look at all three cards together, um, don't let the bad emotions take over this project. I know it can feel exhausting. And some days it may feel like you're not getting any progress whatsoever. As I said before, I made so far 44 cents. But I know that in the long term it will be good for me. So it's just a matter of keep on trying, keep on moving. Okay. Spirit Owl said, if you don't like the fish you catch, change your bait, as they say. Yeah, I agree on that one. You got to change your bait. Abdullah said, I've been keeping up with true crime case of Luigi Mangione. Ran into some tarot readers that said that he'll be found guilty and will go to prison. I wonder what reading you can get on him. Oh, I don't know that one. Those are like that's some kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I can probably try to do that. But I don't know if I would do that live. I would probably try to do that on an actual recorded video. You know what I mean? Um, it's like the same one for Trump. I think it's funny as hell. People do tarot readings for Trump. Let's see. Annalise. Are you still there, Annalise? You're welcome, Kat. Jade is asking, what is going to happen to me in May with romance? Okay. All right, let's do Annalise and then we'll do Jade. All right. Would Anil come back to Annalise? No. Single, ready to mingle. Annalise, you got Six of Cups on reverse. That's a card of nostalgia. Stop looking back, stop looking at nostalgia, and maybe start looking at the benefits of being single, which is the Nine of Pentacles. I can't tell you for sure if they're coming back or not. It does not look favorable. If I look at those two cards, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't see favorable on your question if Anil is coming back to you. But I would focus on being independent and not needing others and stop looking at the past. Okay. Let me get Jade's question real quick here. Let's get Jade. My friend Jade. I haven't seen her forever. I haven't been showing up. All right, Jade is asking what is going to happen in May with romance. Let's see. Mm, I know it's been hard. It's been a rough few days. I'm glad I finally took the courage though. But it's really demotivating. Where I live is completely loud. It's really loud. I don't know. I don't even know if you guys could hear the pigeons. I got some pigeons that pop up. I don't know if you guys heard the pigeons. I got pigeons that just pop up over here by my window. They're like, "Brrr, brrr." What is going to happen for Jade for May in romance? Okay. Okay. Motivation. Plenty of motivation. Fire. Jade, you will most likely stop looking at. You need to stop giving yourself the bad talk. I said that because the King of Swords. And we also got the King of Wands, which is the very confident man. And we also got the Ace of Wands. Something should be popping up. Something should be popping up. But as long as you become very confident on what you need to do, you're scared to go back. Yeah, don't go back. Don't be going back. No. If I will focus on colors, I will focus on yellow, red. New ideas, new people. Use your imagination. Well, if you're always afraid that you're gonna get hurt again, then what good does that make? What you gonna do? You're never gonna get anybody. I don't know. I just say the colors because you see the King of Swords on reverse. He's like purple and blue. So I'll say like that's most likely a cold person. And then I'll focus on red, orange, yellows. Those are hot colors. You know. Hot people. Hot people. Yellow brings so much joy. Yes, that is true. Purple and blue is my favorite color and all. I know about one person, the favorite color is yellow. Yeah, my favorite color is purple. But I haven't had a whole lot of purple clothing lately in this era. In this current era, I have not had plenty of purple in my life. But I did also this last partner that I was with, he was not okay with me having purple hair. But I used to have purple hair. Um that's how it was. Yeah. I wonder if you have a type. Is there actor who represents your ultimate type? My type? What is my type? Um I don't know. I don't have a specific type. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't have a specific type. Really. Mm-mm. I'm thinking really hard. I don't know if you noticed. I'm thinking really hard about this, and I don't know. I don't know. I like Jason Momoa. I also like Blonde Man, and I also like um shit. Who's a good example of like an Arab looking guy? I can't remember. Mm-mm. I don't know. I think every I'm like I think every single type are that are good and bad ones, right? But um you're thinking really hard. I actually saw you leave the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, I like Bad Boys. I do like Bad Boys. I do like Bad Boys. I do. It depends on the bad boy type, right? It really depends. It depends. Maryland, it's okay. I like Bad Boys too. I like Bad Boys. I It's complicated because bad boys are good for a few things, but bad boys are not very good. Um, they're not very stable. And like at this time in my life, yeah, they are fun. Bad boys are really fun, but bad boys cannot bring you stability ever. You know, they are not stable. They will bring you the time of your life, right? But um they are not, they're good for a fun time, but not for a whole life. I don't know how you say that. I got a calm and ugly one, and I don't know. I think he's used and abused. Not what I saw. Oh my god. Oh, my dogs. Oh gosh. Now I gotta close the window. Damn. Those the damn pigeons. Oh boy. All right, folks. I am going to get a few extra questions here, but I'm gonna take a break because my damn dogs won't stop barking now, and you guys are gonna have to listen to that. I don't want that. All right, let's see. I'll try to come back later though. Jade, I will look out for more motivation and less cold. Just be more warm. Be more open, receiving. So you think about the King of Wands. It's a very confident person. They can actually they are outgoing. They go and they meet people. They are very good in communicating. Um, can you guys hear the damn dogs? Oh my god, I hate this. Anyways, I wish I had an office for this, but it's all good. Believe it or not, my ex tried to get back to me, but I said no, thank you. Yeah, mine too. Mine did try to get back to me, and I was like, no. But I love you very much. I was like, yeah, but I stayed there for a whole year and nothing changed. So how much longer you gonna make me wait? The drinking didn't stop, the crazy spending didn't stop, the nothing has changed. So I ain't waiting no more. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And that's what I did. All right, let's get Marilyn. Is Sergio talking to Diana? Only one person? No, I don't think so. 2 of Cups on reverse and 7 of Cups on reverse. Disconnection and only one option. So however it resonates. 7 of Cups on reverse and 2 of Cups on reverse. Disconnection, but only one option. So I don't think so. I don't think there's a connection between Sergio and Diana for Marilyn. Okay, good. This man's ex. I was just wondering. Yeah, I don't think so. At least by looking at them cards. 7 of Cups is on the upright. 7 of Cups is looking at many options that are open out there, and you're just like, oh, so many options. On reverse is the opposite, and then the 2 of Cups is a disconnection. So, hey Ray, how's it going? Let's see, got Tyra. Jade was asking, will it be the same person or a different person? Hold up. Oh my God. Marilyn, no. It means that he's only looking at one person. He's not looking for somebody else. The 7 of Cups on the uprights is when somebody's just looking at many options. On the reverse, which was your case, is just being decisive on only one option, just one thing. Okay? You're just looking at one thing. You're not looking at 500 different options. You know what I mean? He better, exactly. He better just get the whip on him. It's like, whatcha? And Jade, let me see. I'll get you one here, Jade. Same person, a different one. Let's see. Not a swear. He's got a sad horse. I would say it's most likely a different one. And they will come fast. I think it will be a different one. And they will come fast. But they got a sad horse. Look at the horse, how sad it is. You're hoping it was the same one. No, I don't think it will be the same one. You never know. You never know. You never know. All right, let's get Tyra. Let's get Tyra. Tyra is asking, will my marriage heal soon? You gotta have to work on it. Yeah, surely. What else? Be confident. One more. Okay. So, Tyra, I would say yes, there is a very high possibility that it will get better. Yes. But you're going to have to do some work on it. Number one, work on your confidence. Be confident about it. Be confident about it. Number two, release yourself from any um, obsessions. No obsessions. Anything that both of you used to obsess about in the past, you gotta let it go. If you really want it that hard, and then we got the Nine of Wands also, which, yeah, you're hurt. It's gonna be a hard road. It's gonna be really hard for you, but you can keep moving. There is a possibility, yes. If you want to do it, um, if you want to do it, it is possible to fix it. Yes, it is possible. But release yourself from any obsessions, anything that becomes toxic, anything that is toxic, you gotta let go from it. So you got some crazy smoking, you gotta cut that off. You got some crazy drinking, you gotta cut that off. You got some crazy stuff, you gotta cut that off just for a little bit. Anything that becomes too much becomes a problem. You're welcome, Tyra. Oh my god, I was about to leave, but it looks like this thing is getting more people in. Abdullah. So you'll do a whole video on Luigi Mangione. I can't wait. Any ideas when? I think if you do more true crimes and celebrities, then it might grow your channel or no. There is a possibility that it might grow the channel, yes. But it's a little bit outside of my scope. I can probably try it out. I mean, just for shits and giggles, why not? But my focus is mostly on self improvement and self care, stuff like that. But I know it's entertainment regardless of the niche I'm doing. Um, it's it's entertainment both ways. I'm just trying to give you guys a good advice out of my cards and out of what I'm hearing in my head. But yeah, I think I will probably try it for shits and giggles. Even though it's not necessarily my niche. Marilyn, yeah, go ahead. Just ask your question. I'm just waiting until it actually slows down for good, so I can just like jump out. The dog stopped barking and the pigeons flew away. They're gonna start pretty soon. I'm pretty sure. I gotta check if there's still food on their bowl. The pigeons come to eat their food. Darius is asking if his girlfriend is pregnant. All right. Is Darius' girlfriend pregnant? Is she pregnant? I don't think she's pregnant. I don't think she's pregnant. No, you're not. You're not balancing. You're not pregnant. She not pregnant. Ain't nobody pregnant. Camelum. Would you say Camelum? Hello. Actually, I'm bed rest. Can you tell me I will be fine? Can I work again? Camelum, that's a medical question, guys. I'm not supposed to be doing health questions. I just do it for the shits and giggles. But I'll do it. I'll pull a card. Oh, the same one as before. What are we balancing here? Two of Wands on reverse. I'm hearing if there is a will, there is a way. If there is a will, there is a way. That's what I'm hearing in my head. One more, please. The Hermit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Camelin. So what I will tell you is this. So you asked, hello, I'm actually in bed rest. Can you tell me, will I be fine? Can I work again? Oh, so you got three cards. All of them are on reverse. The first one is the Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who's dropped the ball. They're not juggling, right? They're not juggling. And then I took an extra card, which I heard in my head. When there's a will, there's a way. It got the Two of Wands on reverse. So the Two of Wands is usually a card about planning, strategizing, getting moving, getting something in motion, like planning to get something in motion. That means that you're not either juggling that or you're either not planning that. And we got also the Hermit on reverse, which is the card of depression. So don't get yourself depressed because you are in bed rest. So anyways, let me close up this entire message. What I gotta tell you is that when there is a will, there is a way. It does not matter how bad the situation becomes. If it is within your willpower, you will find a way to do something. Okay, something. I literally had a old coworker of mine I used to work with many years ago, and she just found me on Facebook. And I'll actually read her message really quick, just so you can get the gist. This person had she suffered with MS, okay, and even still, she was working as a cashier because I used to work at she used to work at a grocery store. I used to work at a grocery store, big one. She said, life is what you make it. Just happy to get out of bed every day. I only shop for groceries and not much has been going on around here lately, save the fact that I've been treated well by the federal government. Have you had any prior knowledge of the home care assistant program yet? That part I don't know. But anyways, considering this person is living through all the limitations that she's have, bodily limitations, I would say, it really depends on how you make of it. It's when you don't let the current situations put you down. Okay. So that's a good word I can put in for you today. Ooh, Kira, thank you so much for the roses. Kira is asking, will me and James reconcile? And then we'll also get an extra one for Marilyn. All right. Will James and Kira reconcile? All right. You have a good day. Have a good morning or have a good night, Jade. Thanks for popping by. All right. On a quick yes or no, I would say that's a no, Kira. I would say that's a no. And I'm hearing take the reign of the situation. If you want it that bad, then you go after him. Would I recommend it? Most likely not. You're welcome. If you really want it that bad, you go for it. But hello, Ankita. How's it going? Or Ankita Mal. Anki Tamal. All right, Marilyn. Let's get Marilyn. The studio really wants something serious with me. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not gonna say that it's a no, that he does not want something serious. We got a Queen of Swords on reverse, and we got a Queen of Pentacles on reverse. And then we got a Four of Cups, which is acting disinterested, is acting like you don't really want it. It's like not showing, right? What I can make out of this is cut off the BS, the Queen of Pentacles. I will probably get it. Do you see that as a nurturing foundation, as a relationship? Do you see that as a long-term investment on this person, Marilyn? Yes and no. You got to ask yourself those questions. Do you see yourself with this person on the very long term? Does it give you the safety and the stability? Like, is there actual good communication between the both of you? Is there an actual good communication between the both of you? So that's where it stays. What is the time there? You should get some rest. It is 6 in the morning right now. It's 6 in the morning. What time I woke up? I think I woke up at maybe midnight. Yeah, I think I woke up midnight. And then I was like doom scrolling. And then I decided to go take a shower. Then I took a shower. And then I finally decided to go live. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. here in Brazil. I'm in Rio. There's good things, but there's not bad things. I don't know. Marilyn, if it's a so-so relationship, I don't know. But you gotta remember, I can't tell you what to do. You gotta make those decisions, right? Like, you gotta make the assessment. I can't tell you what to do, but By looking at those cards, if I was to get you a advice out of it, I'll be like, do you guys have good communication, and do you feel like you can build something with this person? Because the best thing is when you actually get to somebody with somebody who you can build things, right? You can have projects together because that keeps you entertained, that gives you goals, that gives you something to look forward. That's when I said about the investment part. um like, do you actually get a kick out of their time? Yes, ma'am, I'm from Brazil. It's Mardi Gras this week. At the end of the week, we start Mardi Gras. I might not be live, or you guys might catch me drinking. I don't know. It's Mardi Gras. I'm usually against. I'm usually against drunk reading, but I might just go live just so I can just be showing up drinking some beer. Oh boy. And communication is mid. I'm just as confused. If you don't feel 100% confident with it, you know, then you already know your answer. I don't have to tell you. I think communication is the number one. If you can't communicate with the person, guess what? You're gonna take a flight and go to a different country. If you talk, and they don't listen, and then repeat yourself, and then repeat yourself again, and repeat yourself again. Yeah, there's nothing worse than that. He's just a yes man. Like, he says sorry, but I feel like he's just shut me up. Well, you say that he's like he's nothing too crazy, right? But sometimes it just means that you're the dominant one. I'm a huge believer that there's usually um I'm a huge believer that there's usually a dominant, a leader of the relationship. Yeah. Maybe that's why you probably want to be challenged somehow, and he's a more, you know, it's a calm guy. You're the baddie in the relationship. He's a chill guy. Yeah. You just gotta understand the dynamics. Let's see, Nivadita, like number 12. Can you please have a reading on how will be my future husband? All right, let's get one. Hey Nimira, how's it going? You're welcome, Marilyn. Oh, Jesus. My cards are falling. All right, let's see. What will be Nivadita's future husband? God, High Priestess, rich, and childish. Oh boy. I got all sorts of different messages out of this. So it can be trust your intuition. trust your intuition, and this can be somebody who you can meet through different peers. And they will be very outgoing. He will be a very outgoing and very fun person to be around with. You got the Ten of Pentacles. I would also focus on somebody who either can be wealthy or very steady. So if you're gonna look for that, I would say number one, trust your intuition. Look for somebody who can be very, very stable financially, mentally, with their health as well, and somebody who can be fun to be with. Somebody who's fun. Abdullah said, there is a time when I wanted to go to the US, but I changed my mind on that many years ago. Glad I didn't go. Where you at, Abdullah? Yeah, the US is cool and all, but I feel like the past few years things have just took a turn. I don't want to talk about politics, but it doesn't. Me myself as an immigrant, I did not feel safe. I'm sorry for most of my audience is most likely American, but me myself as an immigrant, even having all of my papers and having an American boyfriend and all in all, I did not feel safe. So that was another factor that made me take that airplane, that ticket, like that quick. Ooh, Middle East, nice. Let's see, we got 5 people on TikTok. And then let's see, Nimira. Let me get Nimira really quick. Nimira is asking, can you give me 1 card for my money to balance? Okay. Let's get you some financial questions here. Yeah, my sister has gone to Turkey before, Abdullah. I've never gone to that side of the world, but I'm curious about it. I just don't know if I would be safe there, though, as being someone. As being super gay, a person so gay, I don't know if I'll be safe over there, but it's true though. They're not very friendly with, people like me. All right, let's get you in the mirror. What is the guidance that we got for the mirror? The Chariot, okay. Focus, and then the Swords, okay. One more, please. One more. No? Okay. What else? One more, please. King of Wands. Okay. Okay, I've already know what that means. Oh, Jesus. Calm down. All right. So, Nimira. So, the first card we got was a Chariot. Okay. We got the Chariot on reverse. That means that there is some sort of lack of focus on whatever you're trying to do right now. Your money for balance. Yeah. You need to know what you need to do for balance. And I apologize for the damn dogs barking. I'm probably gonna leave in a little bit here. Because that completely takes my concentration away from the message. Do not stay in a mind of lack. Do not stay on a mind that where you can't do things, and don't take things as they are a nightmare or see it as a very unachievable outcome. Okay. Try your best to not do that, and try to be more confident. You know, if you plan on something, you gotta execute it as well. Many times we just get so stuck on constantly acting and pushing and pushing and pushing that we completely forget about strategizing what you need to do. So it may take you a little bit strategizing. It may take you a little bit of confidence on what you need to do. Trust in yourself. You trust yourself. Pull up some trust just so you can get focus and get this thing moving, your chariot. Okay? You need focus. You need focus and confidence. You know, money problems are just a phase. Some days, sometimes in our lives, money will be great, and sometimes it will be trash. I've been on 2 years of trash, but I know that right now I have something to work with. Because back then I had nothing to work with. Now I got something to work with. But that's the word I can give you. You need confidence, you need focus, and you need some planning also. And don't let the 500 different bills make you or put you in a nightmare. Sounds good? You're very welcome. All right. Guys on TikTok, is anybody still there? I'm going to close on TikTok. Last call on TikTok. Last call on TikTok. I need a break. I've been here for 3 hours. Ugh. I'm gonna go get up, move my butt a little bit. All right, nobody answered on TikTok. I'm gonna close it out. Whoever's still there, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. There you go. We closed the TikTok. All right, now guys on YouTube, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. I should come back later in the day. We'll see. Today's a Monday. It shouldn't be too crazy later today, but I just need me a little break. So thank you everybody for hanging out, and I will see you later. Ashe. Ashe. Love it. Ashe. You guys are awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.